Jalen Clinard wearing number 5. Good to see you, man. I'm thinking, did Duke McCoy have number 5 back in the day? Remember Duke McCoy over at Smith? Does his name ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
You do remember him then?
Yes, sir.
Was he number 5?
Yes, sir.
I thought he was. Duke McCoy back in the day. He was a linebacker back in the day. Now, what position you played?
Linebacker.
Same spot. If Duke McCoy here, I could shake his hand. I probably get to see my hand doctor. That guy was tough. Do you got some of that same Duke McCoy toughness back there? I'd say he's a good guy to try to use as a mentor. I like that guy. He was always tough. What's been the good part about this season? What's been going good this year for you so far?
Well, we haven't, as you know, we haven't been like winning as much.
You got the one win against Western, right?
Yes, sir. But we're just trying to stick together. And,
what keeps you going when you haven't got the wins? You need a little, I guess that's that motivation. They call the wins the reinforcement for the hard work you're doing. What keeps you going when that reinforcement's not quite there yet?
Losing. That just makes us push even harder.
What is it now?
Losing makes us push even harder.
So you got to get sick because losing is going to make you sick.
Yes, sir.
I mentioned to your teammate there, talking to Quintrell Davis, I said 2 numbers or 2 players you ain't got to worry about tomorrow night. You don't have to worry about that number 1 or number 5 over at Dudley. Those 2 guys, they're not going to be in there tomorrow, right? But you do got to focus on those 2 dudes because I feel like they're Mr. Young, number 5, I know Young, and Mr. Hooker, number 1. That's a big part of what those guys do.
Yes, sir. They move the ball well, but defensively we're going to shut them down as best as we can. Offensively, we just got to move the ball.
If I were saying Jalen Clinard, you want that game tomorrow, are you enjoying and looking forward to that challenge tomorrow night?
Yes, sir.
One of those deals like you're not going to. I can't wait to get there.
I've been waiting for this.
Can't wait to get off that bus and be ready.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys dress there or dress over at Smith?
We dress at Smith.
Get dressed before you head over, get on that bus, ride over. You're heading down, probably heading down Lee Street. Now they call it Gate City Boulevard. They changed these road names. So we come out of Smith High School, we get on Holden Road, we make a right on High Point Road. Do we go all the way High Point or we get on the highway?
Get on the highway.
Hit the highway. Okay, I'm glad you mentioned because I was taking you guys the wrong way for a second. Get on the highway, head down Highway 40, headed east, 4085. We get off on that Lee Street exit, pop up on Lee, go make a right turn on Lincoln Street. Once we get on Lincoln Street, what's the feeling like then?
It's game time.
I know. If I were on that bus, I would be wanting the same thing. I think it's the kind of thing you just kind of say, hey, let's go get it. We take a deep breath, let's go get it tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
Any other work besides linebacker or all linebacker for you?
Strong safety.
Strong safety as well. So you can switch back and play defensive back too.
Yes, sir.
Any colleges, any talk about that possibility?
Not yet.
It could come down the road though, right? You go out tomorrow night and make about 16 tackles. Maybe the colleges will be knocking at the door maybe Saturday morning. So you're loving this football this season. What did you do during the off season to make you a better player this year?
Just working on the technique and weight room, just trying to get better.
How strong are you now?
I say I'm at like 210 right now.
210 bench?
Yes, sir.
Can you do it? Is that your max or do it a few times?
I can do it a few times.
You do it a few times. And what other parts of the weight room are you working in besides the bench? What other stuff did you work on to get stronger and better?
My legs, I know I'm doing good with those. Shrugs also.
How about the 40 time? Has that improved some?
Yes, sir.
What do you pop? I'm going to guess your 40 time. I'm going to say, as a linebacker, you're running 4.75.
4.6.
4.6. That's not much. 4.6 is good. When you can, I talk about numbers all the time. You can put 4.6 on paper, benching 210, and weighing how much?
170.
170, not bad. 170 benching 210, that's not bad at all. And we look at this football focus for you for a Exchange Radio for a Thursday football focus here. If you could express yourself and tell people what type of player is Jalen Clinard, what type of player are you?
Tough, always motivated, always ready to get out there.
And never shy away from the hits either, right?
Yes, sir.
Ready to go dig it and go at it. If you could turn, that's one of our themes here, turning back the time. We could go back all the way in time. Senior now or junior?
I'm a junior.
Junior. So we go back at least from your junior year now to the 9th grade. We turn back time. Would you go back and do anything different?
Yes, sir.
All the same way?
Yes, sir.
What have you learned along the way? Because you seem to, I like the smile you got. You come in with a good positive attitude. What have you learned along the way?
I just learned to always stay focused and don't let nobody get in the way.
How about Coach Kirkpatrick? What has he meant to you as a player?
He's been a figure, a father figure also. He just motivated me to keep my head up. When I broke my wrist, he just told me to just keep working for it.
When did you break your wrist? When was that?
My sophomore season.
Did you have to miss quite a few games?
No, sir.
No games? Broken wrist? You still played?
Yes, sir.
I love it, love it. How did you get by doing that? Would you have to tape it up pretty hard, just keep rolling?
Cast. Well, when I first broke it, I broke it in the 3rd game of the season. I didn't realize until the 5th game of the season.
Did you go check it at the doctor? Did he check it out?
Yes, sir.
About a 5th game, he said it was broke. What'd you do then?
Had a cast, and then I just kept on playing.
Now, when you had that cast, did you tape over that cast before the games, kind of build a pad, something like that up for it? That's good stuff. Kept playing hard. Who's your position coach?
Coach Wiggins.
Coach Wiggins.
Brandon Wiggins.
What have you, Brandon Wiggins? That name sounds familiar. What have you learned from Coach Wiggins?
He just teaches me to, like, basically, what he teaches me is, like, he's basically like a big brother to me. He just keeps me focused, make sure I'm doing good in school.
Is he a former Smith player? Do you know?
Yes, sir.
I thought his name sounded kind of familiar, Brandon Wiggins. Smith High School, Golden Eagles. Shane's Rich for a Thursday. With us again, Jalen Clinard. Who's any relatives or any friends or family members that played football? How'd you get interested in football?
It's always been my passion since I was little. I always loved it.
Who did you first play for back when you were younger? Who'd you play for?
I played for a recreation center, R&R Dogs.
R&R Dogs. I hear a lot of talk about that R&R team. Who was coaching back in those days at the R&R Dogs?
Coach Rick Powell.
Man, so you're actually going to Dudley tomorrow night to play Dudley, and your coach back in your R&R Dogs is Rick Powell.
Yes, sir.
Now you're going back where Coach Powell is over at Dudley tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
How crazy is that, huh?
I know, right?
Because he's got his son, Ramel Powell, playing on the team, and he's a linebacker, isn't he?
I think so.
Plays on the defense. And Ramel Powell, did you ever know, you knew Rick Powell, your coach, right? And you knew his son, Rick. He was a good ball player, too, I think, back in the day. That's good stuff. What neighborhood did you come out of? Vandalia neighborhood or that area around?
Nah, actually, where I came from, off of Creek Ridge.
Creek Ridge Road. I know that area, too. You ever see Creek Ridge Road? So what about down around, I'm just picking up spots down there. What about that basketball court down the way over off of Vandalia Road? You want to talk about the park there? It's not Westbury, it's the other park over that way.
I believe I know what you're talking about.
Hampton
Yes,
Park.
sir.
You know Hampton Park
Yes,
then?
sir.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. It was Hampton Park. That's where my man went in, Kenny, and
Yes,
did
sir.
that back. You know Kenny? I knew he knows some people. Kenny went in and took that basketball court, made it blue. You seen it? You know that area then.
Play over there sometimes.
Yeah, Kenny's a good man. Knew Kenny a long time. He went and took that basketball court, made it Carolina blue, and put up. He's got the
New
goals, the glass backboards. You know your stuff. That's a good area. It's a good area. It's kind of a tough area, but sometimes it's good to come up where it's kind of tough because you learn how to keep on top of things. Jalen Clinard with the Shane's Rich Shop, a good man out of Smith High School. You'll be hitting hard tomorrow night, right?
Yes, sir.
How tall are you?
5'9".
5'9"? I saw your numbers. 5'9". Was it 170 or their neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay, you got enough height. Because when I was your age, I was like 5'9", 170, a little bit heavier now, put a little bit of weight on. But hey, the fun part is to hit, and keep on hitting, right?
Yes, sir.
And you'll even hit with a broken wrist, I understand. Who was your doctor back then? You remember who the doctor was?
I went to Murphy and Wiener.
I thought you probably did, yeah. I didn't know if you saw Dr. Kramer.
Yeah, I seen Dr. Kramer.
Dr. Kramer's a good man. He's one of the guys we know pretty well. Dr. Kramer over the years. How about some other questions? I like talking to Jalen. Jalen's got his stuff. You got to come out of the Hampton Creek Ridge Road area. If you come off Creek Ridge Road, you make it, man. You're going to be all right. You're going to be tough. You're going to be kicking hard and working hard. I know that area well. If a pro team came to you after you got through a college, pro football team, they said, Jalen, we want you to play for our pro team. You can play, but we're not going to pay you anything. You're going to play for free and stay with it. Let's see what you could do. Would you go join that pro football team and play for them for nothing? No contract, no check, but if you played well, they pay you later. How about that?
I'd rather get my education.
Good stuff, man. That's about the best answer I think I've heard so far. You would say not necessarily play and get paid later. Where's your education? Where are you going to go? Any idea?
I'm not sure yet.
Still thinking about it. The main thing you got to get that education someday. Any colleges you're interested in, possibly?
I know I'm interested in Wistover State.
Wistover State, the Rams. That's not a bad choice. I think we got a few. I know we got a few Panthers over there. We've had a few Eagles over there too. Maybe Wistover State over years. Looking it over, a few other questions for you. Looking at the Carolina Panthers, you like the Panthers or another favorite pro football team?
I like the Steelers.
The Steelers, man. So Michael Vick last Thursday night on TV, they went overtime.
Yes, sir.
Did you watch that game?
I caught some of it.
Had to go to bed to go to school next day, right? Got to take care of that schoolwork. That's right. So the Steelers, favorite pro football team. How about in college, ACC, Clemson or Florida State? Who would you say is the better team this year?
I'd take Clemson.
Clemson's on the way up. I agree with you. 28-24 that game against Notre Dame last Saturday night. Have you got a new favorite TV show or any favorite TV shows you watch?
I don't watch TV that much.
Not much TV.
Yes,
Radio? Listen to radio?
Yes, sir.
Who's your radio station?
I watch 102 Jams.
102 Jams. Let's see. Is the Wile E. Coyote still there?
Yes, sir.
The Coyote's still over there? Anybody else favorites over there you like?
Not really.
How about this? Let me ask you this, because you know this station pretty well. I wonder if Coach Turk Sims, is he still over there? They still do that Thursday night football thing with Coach Sims?
I believe
Big Coach
so.
Turk? Still got that going on. Gotcha. Have you got a favorite YouTube video? Anything you watch on YouTube?
Before games, I watch a lot of highlight tapes of college players.
Kind of get motivated?
Yes, sir.
Now, Smith has had a rough year, but do you go back and watch some Smith Golden Eagle tape as well?
Yes, sir.
Check out those Eagles. Favorite convenience store?
I would say, I'm not sure, honestly.
How about the marathon across from Smith? We know that store.
Yo, yeah, I go there a lot.
I hit that a lot. How about that? You got the BP and you got the.
Yeah, I like BP a lot.
That's the one down on Pre-Cruise down there. Okay, good call. I didn't know if you'd ever been to Sheetz or not. Sheetz convenience store.
Yeah, I've been there once in a while.
How about breakfast? Did you like breakfast at night?
Yes.
They made the big move this week. McDonald's going to serve breakfast. I had it last night. I had the sausage biscuit and the hash brown last night. I got to check it out. It was good. I like Shane's. Shane's is my food here, man. Give me a good Shane's meal here tonight. A few final questions for Jalen Clinard with us. Again, Mr. Clinard this evening. If you go to the Greensboro Fair, you go to the Dixie Classic Fair, you go to the State Fair in Raleigh, and they got this exhibit set up. You got the cow, you got the horse, you got the goat. Would you pet all three or pet one or the other? Which one would you pet?
All three.
You take care of the cow, a little bit of the horse, and even pet the goat.
Yes, sir.
How about the lamb?
Yes, sir.
How about the snake?
Yeah.
Bring it on. I like it. Jalen's ready, man. He's ready to roll. A couple of final questions. We'll be at a World Series, going baseball, getting off the subject just a bit, going baseball. Do you like the Cubs, Cardinals, Rangers, Royals, Mets, Dodgers? Who do you like in the World Series?
I'm a Yankees man.
Yankees, man. They got beat the other night, so who do you take now since the Yankees are gone? The Astros beat them. Here's the thing about sports. Say if Dudley were to beat you guys tomorrow night, and down the road, would you pull for Dudley if you guys were gone? You pull for the team that beats you when they knock you. No, so you don't pull for the Astros to beat the Yankees. Who do you pull for? Cubs? Nope, no Cubs. How about the Dodgers?
Nope.
How about the Blue Jays?
Nope.
Nobody but the Yankees.
Yes, sir.
Dedicated man. One final question. Friday night football. They kick the game off at 7:30. Should they play the games at 7:30, play the games at 7, or another time of day?
7:30.
7:30 kickoff. Tomorrow night, what do the Smith Golden Eagles, Jalen Clinard, got to do to beat the Dudley Panthers?
Play hard, stay focused, and get after the ball.
And you're looking forward to it?
Yes, sir.
Young man, be ready. Enjoyed talking to you. Good luck in your season.
Thank you.
And tell Kenny when you see Kenny, you saw Andy over at Shane's Rib Shop. Be sure to tell Kenny. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, young man. Excellent job, Jalen Clinard. It's Shane's for a Thursday. Coach is up next. Going to get Coach Kirkpatrick in. And this will all be on YouTube. We saw that favorite YouTube show. The Jalen Clinard show will be your favorite show on YouTube tomorrow. Got to check that out tomorrow afternoon.